Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. I do apologise if you hear a purring in the background. It's my cat who is sleeping beside me and doesn't usually understand the protocols of recording a YouTube video, so I do apologise if you hear purring in the background. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about VPNs, virtual private networks. Now, a lot of people use these now because they want to be safer online. They want to make sure that their data isn't being shared with lots of people, and also they want to make sure that there's no nasty people in the background trying to hack into their system or get hold of their information that shouldn't have it. Now, of course, there are other reasons why VPNs are used, which I'm not going to go into, but the main reason most people use them is to try and keep their data safe and to make themselves less found online, less identifiable online, should we say. And there are lots of VPNs out there, of course, that you have to pay for, and they're all very good, and obviously the ones that you pay for, the more that you pay, the better service you get. So, this is the way it works, unfortunately. There are free versions, which I'm going to show you the top 3 versions you can get at the moment. They all do have paid plans as well, if you want to subscribe to them. And there are ones that, obviously, the more money you're spending, the better service you get for that money. So these free ones are good in terms of protecting your identity, but they're not foolproof, and there are going to be limitations on them that you're going to need to see, and I'll try and show you those as we go through. I'm not going to go into detail about how these work as such, because these are ones that I'm going to concentrate more in separate videos. So these are ones I'm going to break down in other videos into more detail of how they work and how reliable they are. Now, the top one really for me is this one, Hotspot Shield. I've used this myself on mobile devices. They do have mobile versions as well for tablets and phones and things like that, and they do have a free option, which you can see there, and they are usually pretty good. I've never really had a problem with it when I've used it in the past. It's always been very reliable. It's had quite a lot of data going through it sometimes. When I've been watching streaming videos through Netflix or stuff like that, it's been fairly fine. I haven't had any real issues with it. There are obviously limitations if you're going to be using the system for free. Now, these are obviously, they've got a premium plan here, which is $2.99 a month, and you can see what extra bits you get for that. So you get the encryption for free, but also you don't get unlimited bandwidth. You will get ads on the free version, and you'll get less countries and less servers to choose from, and less devices that you'll be able to connect online. Now, I think you get around 500 megabytes download per day with the Hotspot Shield, which is okay. It's not a huge amount, and certainly if you're the sort of person who likes to stream stuff or download stuff, it's not going to be a huge amount, but it is a free plan. And so if you want to use it for secure banking or things like that, or other areas that you want to go into, that you want to have a secure framework for that, then, and you're just going to be doing browser stuff on the internet, for example, then you can use it for that, and it shouldn't take up too much of your daily allowance. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is TunnelBear. Now, TunnelBear is a very similar thing, obviously, to all other VPNs. They do offer a free plan as well, but these are quite restricted. You get 500 megabytes of data a month, which is a lot less than you get with the other ones, and it's for a month it's $9.99 a month, which is a little bit more. Again, for the year you can get it down to $4.99 a month, but that's billed yearly, $59 a month, $59 for the year. But these ones are better because you get unlimited data, obviously, and you get 5 connected devices. With these, you don't get as many devices, you don't get unlimited data, you only get 500 megabytes a month. But again, it is a free plan. Doesn't work too badly. It is pretty good. It's pretty reliable, pretty safe to use. However, as I said before, it is going to be a limited amount of data, and the actual backbone of it, the actual protection of the VPN system, is going to be the same. It's going to be other things that you're going to get. So you're going to get less access to servers around the world, less data that you're going to be able to send through the VPN each month or each day as that goes by. So this is a good idea for people who just have a limited amount of data they're going to be using through their VPN, but perhaps not the best idea in terms of if you're going to be using a lot of data. The last one is Windscribe. Now, this is actually a pretty cool situation here, pretty cool system, because there are lots of other things going on in here in the background with the Windscribe's VPN service and the whole package they offer that the others, certainly the other two, don't really offer as well. So you've got quite a large network. They don't identify any logs. You do have to sign up with an email address, but it is secure. They do have a strong encryption. Then there's various other things that they have going on as well. They have static IPs, port forwarding. They have desktop features such as firewalls and hotspots and proxy gateways. They also have other things like ad blockers for your browsers and things like this, and cruise controls, and cookie monsters to keep track of your cookies, and you can delete them on the close. When you close the tab down, it will delete your cookies. And so this is all quite good stuff, and it can also generate secure links. So if you want to send a link, for example, to somebody else, you can send a secure link which isn't going to be trackable. So that's quite good as well. And so generate secure links to expose tracking practices of websites. So that's quite good as well. There's quite a lot that they offer here, and they have some pretty cool ways to get your attention as well, which I'm going to go into Tech Radar for the next bit, because they talk about it in more detail. Basically, you get 10 gigabytes. I think it is 10 gigabytes. They're 10 gigabytes of data a month on the free plan, which is a huge amount. Now, they don't have Android at the moment, which is a bit of a problem, but I'm sure that will happen in the future. But 10 gigabytes a month is a huge amount of data to get for this free version. I really think it's really good. But there are other cool things they add on here as well. So if you tweet about the provider, you get an extra 5 gigabytes, which is fair enough. And you'll get 1 gigabyte each time you invite a friend to join. So if you invite a friend, you'll get another gigabyte of data, which is a nice incentive. So if you use it and you like it, then you can refer a friend, get extra data, and you get added perks as well. So if the person that you refer upgrades to the Pro subscription, you get the unlimited plan as well, which gives you more servers. And they also have, as it talks about here, the added built-in ad blocker and firewall. So although this is probably quite a good version to have in terms of the pricing and things like this, I would say on balance, Windscribe probably has more features and more incentives and more data allowance for you to use if you're worried about this sort of thing. If you're using a lot of data and you want something with a high threshold, then this is probably going to be the one for you. What I would say, however, is that even with the VPN, you still have to be careful with your data. You still have to have strong passwords. You still have to have strong security on your computers or on your laptop or your tablet or your phone, whatever you're using. As I say, this doesn't have an Android application, which is probably what would not make it number one for me. But if you're using it on a laptop or on a desktop computer, this is going to be probably the best option for you. As I said before, I'm going to be going through all of these in more detail. I'm going to be loading them up, showing you how they work, showing you how they do the subscription service and how they make the security connection and how well it works. I'll be doing those in more detail on each particular video as we come along. If there's any that you use that you think is pretty good, or if there's one that you've heard about that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comment section. And I'm going to be sharing a link to all of these in the comments as well, so you can take a look at them yourself. That's all I've got time for today. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, bye bye.